you're still unable to get through to us via the phone lines, then feel free to drop a message on X, Facebook, or WhatsApp. Again, our X handle is at Nigeria InfoPH, at Nigeria InfoPH and X. Tweet your response at us. And our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. If you're just joining us, and we're having a conversation centered around the resilience trap. Is it strength or silent suffering? Because they say that we, I'm talking about Nigerians, are the most resilient people on earth. No matter what comes our way, we are still here. We are still standing. We are still strong. We are the champions of suffering and smiling. We find a way to laugh in the middle of a storm, and we find a way to keep moving when the road is blocked. But then, is this our famous resilience actually our greatest trap? Nigeria Info, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, yeah.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine today too. Really, fact, the whole thing, our system is collapsed, Like our former Ella used to say something and smiling. At the same time, it was even better that time, but right now, there's no head at all. We are really suffering. So that's our contribution.
The question I asked is this: we're suffering quite all right, but at what point does staying strong stop being a virtue and starts being a problem?
Okay, please come again.
The question I asked is this: at what point does being resilient, at what point does staying strong, at what point does putting it together, holding it together, stop being a virtue and then starts being a problem for us? Because whether you like it or not, a lot of us will have different coping mechanisms. We'll come up with ways to adapt to a given situation. And yes, there is that temptation of sometimes getting used to it. So much so that whether it changes, it doesn't change it, you are unmoved, you are unshakable, you are good. And maybe there is a possibility too that you can be exploited by virtue of having that virtue in the first place. If you say no, this is not a comfortable situation, I wouldn't accept this, I am not okay with this, and you get yourself all worked up and you're going all over the place trying to make changes, you end up being stressed, your mental health is affected, and all of this and all of that, somebody would still come and advise you and say, my brother, no kill yourself. Oh. It's not like if you're putting all of this effort, any better thing will come aside. You just have to toughen up and see how you can withstand and see how you can live with this situation, because this is how it has always been. We are not going to, you will not experience any change. And then you now go ahead to cultivate that habit where you are unbothered, unmoved, unshaken. You are just there doing your thing. No matter what comes your way, you're still holding it together. You're still being strong. Is that in itself a virtue that you have cultivated for yourself? Or is that where the big problem lies? The fact that you now get used to that situation. Nigeria Info, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon, my brother. Welcome.
Yes. You see, what we are discussing, whether Nigerians are resilient or not, this is not resilience, this is suffering. Nigerians are suffering and they are smiling. Just like Fela says in one of his songs. My dear sister, if you go to the hospital, if 100 people enter the hospital, 80 people are suffering from high blood pressure. And you call that resilience. I call it that we are lazy. We cannot take the book in the hand. How many politicians are punishing us like this? They use the instrument of fear and the police, the army, the uniform men, which are supposed to serve Nigerians. These people are being paid Nigerians the masses money. Our taxpayers' money is what they use to pay them. But they serve some private individuals. And they intimidate us. You see fear in us. Even when we are coming to ask for accountability, we will be killed. And you call it resilience. I call it we are weak. We are weak.
We are weak.
That is why Buhari said Nigerian youth are lazy. If we are not lazy, these people would have been called to order for a very long time. They continue to maltreat us. We are supposed to live like kings in Nigeria. But the reverse is the case. We will hear one person loot Nigerian wealth and stock it overseas over to how many billions of dollars? Money that are made for the general public. The same person will still come and contest the election again and win. Even if you vote the person out, they will say no. They will see somebody that they want. And we say it is resilience. It is not resilience, it is stupidity. Until we wake up and decide to take the bull by the horn, then Nigerians, there will be no savior for us. Because Nigerians, majority of Nigerians they want to go to heaven. They don't want to die. And they are not holy. And I want to
Of course, who wants to die? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Okay, just join me in the studio. Trending stories will come up in a matter of 2 minutes and some second. But let me have his take on this topic of discuss. Okay, how are you doing today?
Always okay.
Always okay. Before we go to what's on the trends today, okay? Would you call yourself a resilient human being?
Resilient?
Yes, no.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, there is she. No shaking. You stand firm.
I've seen
You stand firm.
seen 99. I'm not scared of 100.
You're not scared. But at what point does that resilience stop being a virtue and starts being a problem in itself? You can answer after the score. Nigerian folk, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judy.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Okay, resilience. My sister, we they solve, forget. See, when I they talk, say, we are a conquered people. Some people say, "I'm a lie. How are we?" Sir, we are a conquered people. We are conquered. We suffer to a point. Politicians are subdue us to a point that they can do anything and go away with it. Who will say something? Who will talk? What are you talking? Does he hold water? It doesn't go to anywhere. We are suffering and smiling, and somebody is talking about resilience. What is resilience? There's nothing like resilience. We are conquered. We are captured people. We are Nigerians are captured people. We have been captured.
Okay. Okay. You have the last caller.
Yeah, when
He said there is nothing like resilience. We are captured and conquered.
it reminds me of a song by Fela and Nicola.
That's everyone.
Suffering and smiling.
That's what everybody
We suffer and we smile. But it teaches you resilience because at some point you know that this too will pass.
Has it passed ever since?
No, it depends. One problem passes, another one suffices, and
And we are resilient through it all.
just through it all. But when I talk about me being resilient, that's what I was thinking about, because I know I've faced certain things that could actually have consumed me, but because I believe that it's just
it's a phase
that I will scale through and I was able to scale through. We can't go into details probably for want of time, but it is what it is. But generally, what some of them are saying are actually true, because of our situation in the country, we suffer and we smile. Certain things we cope with shouldn't be things we should naturally cope with, because those things are supposed to have been provided for or catered for by the government. That's why you see us celebrating governments that fix roads and
basic
things that are supposed to be what they should be doing for us. We are appreciative of it because we have been conquered. Let me borrow.
We the people.
Let me borrow a word. And we're so oppressed that we celebrate our oppressors.
Is this some sort of Stockholm syndrome?
Probably, man. You may call it that. You just may call it that.
All right, we'll take a pause. Okay, is standing by with trending stories, and thereafter, Sunnyside continues. Stay tuned.
It's 1 o'clock.